Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Today we are going to have to make another bobbin. I'm not really bobbiting. I'm more trying to figure out how to untangle everything, and it's just going to be fun because it has wrapped around my bag. Almost all the colors have except the yellow, and that's kind of causing me a bit of an issue. So this is going to be a fun untangling as quick as possible because I really want to get to at least 60 or 70 today so I can maybe get everything done on time. I really doubt I'm going to. My daughter's like, it's no big deal. I'm like, it kind of is. It would be nice to give him his gift on his actual birthday. I'm still working on his Christmas gift. I'm sure he'd really like to be, get his gift on time. Feel a little special on your birthday. He is excited about it, though. Anyways, let's get organizing. So glad you're here today. I don't remember if I mentioned who I am. My name is Corey. I am your yarn friend today. Yeah, a lot of ums today because this is what I'm facing here. So this one here, there should be, this one over here should actually already be separate. I swear that I used the separate one. I don't think I used either side of it because this one is supposed to come down and go down on the horse's bottom. The horse's head is over here, so it's supposed to go, right? There's supposed to be one here, and this one is supposed to cut off very soon, like in the next 3 rows or so. So I actually don't need a ton of it, just a bit. But we are quite tangled here, and it is a lot of tangling. The reds, I am fully expected them to be tangled because it's from one end or the other, being that we're at the end of the reds here. It's a really nice red. Anyway. But this is what you do for the people you care about, right? Oh, here it is. I found the end. I found my little tiny end. So we're going to just take this. I'm going to go around. And then I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to find my way out. Oh, yes. We're getting there. Okay. I believe that this is going to happen. Today is my crochet day of the week. It's going wonderful. I started the day off with a couple rows of my Lost Souls shawl pattern, which is not going to be a shawl. Grace, I don't know if I've answered you yet. I did read your thing. I went to answer you, and children happened. They all needed something all at the same time. Isn't that great? Don't bother me for hours, and then I go to do something that I want to do, and it's like, oh, mom. They do it to their dad, too, don't worry. We're both just like, oh, goodness, children. Anyway, we are going to go around. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go through here and around. And around here. Down through here. Okay. So my mother has taken over on making the Valentines this year. She's making really cute little bookmarks. The kids are right now reading a book at school, so the boys are going to have little stars and the girls will have little hearts, and they're just a row of chains down after, and they're going to be quite cute. She's using very fine crochet threads in some very beautiful rainbow colors. So that's going to be exciting for her, my daughter, I mean. And we're going to have to get that going. I just got the class list from the teacher because my daughter has been away for over a week, being that she is doing penicillin and pain management, so I'm kind of on top of that. And they're not allowed to do anything like that. They're not even supposed to give them band-aids when they get hurt. So that's kind of the reason why I don't want to send her. I don't really want to have to go up to the school every time I need to give her medication or have them call me and have her end up screaming in agony, because that's what happens. It's been really bad. It looks like it might be 2 teeth. We're going to have to take it out, which is over $200. There we go. I knew I had it separate. I knew it. Okay, I believe this red here should not be in there. Oh no, that's the end of that red. Oh, okay. That's right, I did a smaller red on one side. So the red isn't even actually on one side or the other. It is actually one red. And this is one of the darker reds, so this should be pulled out. Alright, this is feeling a little less chaotic. But maybe that's why I'm having so many problems with getting my rows the way I want them. So yeah, I do have 3. And I need 1 more. Okay, so we're going to have to possibly do some cutting, which will be fine, because I mean, I'm just going to put my, what do you call them? I'm just going to end up figuring out words, because English is fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyways, I was trying to talk to Grace. Grace, hello darling. I'm so glad to hear from you. Calypso shawl, I made one. Oh my gosh, that was a fun project. I actually have a video in my playlist. It's probably, if you look up Calypso, there is a video I made that was quite fun. Not many people watched it though. It's something along the lines of Calypso, the making of a shawl. It was pretty artsy and kind of was fooling around and seeing what I could do with editing. And I did a whole long video about me making that. My mom loves her Calypso shawl. We happened to see it on Heather the Crochet Witch, another YouTuber, and she was finishing up 1 or 3/4 of the way through, and my mom fell in love with it. We could not find the same yarn because she was using a vintage discontinued yarn, and I could not find the same yarn, so we ended up going with a full pack of Hobie cotton, I believe 8/4. I'm pretty sure it was 8/4. Let me tell you, that turned out to be stunning. It is absolutely beautiful, and she wears it so often during warmer weather, and everywhere she goes people are just nonstop complimenting her. The colors worked really well together. The whole pack was a whole color scheme that went together. It was the stripes. I heard at the time that they were going to discontinue them, but they're still making them, so I don't know what I was hearing. I don't know whose rumor I was listening to, but it was not the right one. So, we got it. 10 times 170 is 1,700 meters of material to make it. It is hugely oversized, which is exactly what she requested. The yarn itself cost about $30 American, and she absolutely loves it. It's washable, it's wearable, It's light. She can put it on her shoulders to keep the sun off of her, and still, if you put a little bit of moisture on it, it will actually keep you quite cool, which is great. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. Not necessarily where I want to be, but we're getting somewhere. I'm going to have to follow the leaders here. Okay, so this one is separate. It has its own area code, which is what I was going for. Okay, now this one is going to be, let me look at the picture here. I believe this one is going to cut off fairly soon. Right. That is on the gun. I actually don't need this one anymore. So that's where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut this here. And yeah, that's going to work. That is a huge relief. I can't tell you how much of a relief that is. We're just going to cut off a good size there. So that one is done. I will work that in on the next row. And now I'm going to just start pulling that. Get rid of some of this horrible mess that I made for myself. Like, I was just not really thinking ahead. I was just thinking of how I needed to get this going, and I have caused myself nothing but chaos. Chaos. You know what? That happens sometimes. It really does. And sometimes it doesn't happen. So, you know, do what you gotta do. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure this microphone is still working properly. And I see that it is, so you're still talking with me. It's been a little bit flaky lately, and I'm not 100% sure if it's my phone, because my phone is on the way out for updates and all that kind of good stuff. So is my computer, actually. I keep getting told that, you know, you should buy a new computer. And my computer is really not that old, and my computer does everything else I want it to do. So I'm just kind of not really excited about buying a whole bunch of new computer parts. So I'm going to have to put this one in for this. So just let me take a little peek here. I've got the one down there that's still connected. That's going down the back end. Alright, now if I get to this 11, which is way over here, I don't think I'm going to have enough of this one, so I'm going to actually roll up a secondary ball from here before I attach this. I'm going to do some rolling here. These are my fingers, and I've got it around, and no, I don't leave it on there so my fingers go red. My fingers just do that. They're special that way. So we're going to do up a nice sized ball here. Maybe I'll just try to ball this up as much as I can to help with the untangling process. I am really good at making yarn balls. My grandma used to just pass me piles of yarn to do this with, so I'd be good with tangling and stuff. She hated detangling, and she would just hand it to me. She's like, here, while you're watching TV, you can do this. And I was like, okay, fine. And now I am an expert at keeping my cool when it comes to detangling things, because I've had to do it so many times. Because there's no way in the world my grandma would let me just walk away from it because I didn't want to do it. Oh, no. You're helping, and this is your job, and that's what you're doing. Yeah, I got one of those grandmas. Not that it's a bad thing, it just helped me learn how to follow through with things I've started, and I'm trying so hard to stay out of that trap of just, you know, not finishing things. That's why there are a few projects that you've seen me finish that I started a long time ago. It's time to finish them because they're sitting there haunting me, telling me, why haven't you finished me? Believe me, Shredder keeps looking at me. I need to finish putting on his spikes, and he's done. Like, he's so close to being done. I have like a dozen more spikes to sew on him. I'm just kind of stuck because I feel like the spikes aren't going to stay on very well. But they probably are. I don't think he's going to let our kids play with it too much. Maybe a little. Okay, so this seems like it might be too much for that area, but I think I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to actually pull a little off, I think. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm just looking at this part here. We'll cover this whole area, and here to here, but I might not have enough, so I may have to make another one, but I'm going to have to go all the way on here at some point. So I'm right here, and I'll be able to get to like here or so, but I'm going to have to go down and around. So this is going to have to be my major outside one. So yeah, maybe I'll just make the ball for the major outside one first. And my white hand is really, the skin's really glowing off that light there. Alright, kind of freaking me out. But yes, this program is called Canvas Pro, and I went and got the Plus. I really, really like this program for this application, or cross stitch, or anything like that where you need a graph. I really like how it works. You have to sort of adjust to a few things. Like I told it you can have 200 colors. I'm not going to keep changing the colors, so that's no big deal. But if I wanted to know the colors that it picked to make this, I totally could do that. Okay, we're going to make this just a tiny bit bigger. There's no way I don't have enough brown for this. There is absolutely no way. This skein was more than 3/4 and it just got loose. And I probably should have turned it into a cake, but I'd have to probably turn it into 3 cakes because it was just that much. It was almost at the point where it needed to be. I think I made one of the Weeby Bears out of this brown. It's a great brown. It really is. I really like it. But I have that in common with Bago Day, where I do really like brown. Brown is a lovely color. Okay. Just going to go a little bit more. Because I just have this feeling that I am going to need a bit on that. And I am going to have to do like a medium-sized one. So this is going to be the one I attach where we are stopped. But if I can straighten up this brown, I should probably do that. Okay, that's a lot. That should probably get the whole side. So that is going to be the ear. Put that over on the side over there. And now I'm going to start a smaller one just to make sure that I have enough for anywhere else. Because I'm also looking at, I've got this area here, I got around here, I got to come down, and then I'm going to have to come down in here, and then I have this area, this area, this area, and this one's still going to be right there. Not to mention, a lot of this I think is going to have to be brown with a little bit of black in there for the grass. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. So, I'll just make another ball. And if I have to attach them, I have to attach them. It's not the end of the world. I'm really not worried about it. I should just do this now and get it over with. And then maybe I can feel a little less chaotic about the whole mess of when I pull this out and I gotta fight with all the detangling. I don't really like it. But that's kind of how I set myself up, right? Anyhow, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye.